We're here. Yeah. You know what it is, bro. What's good, guys? Your boy Good Savage back again for another. Oh, yeah, listen, man. It's that time of the year. WWE Summerslam 2025. Live from Jersey. Night one prediction. And I said night one prediction. Don't be coming in here with your night two stuff. I understand. Everyone's excited. They want to talk about stuff. I separated them both so we can go into a little bit more detail with the predictions and not be here for 2 hours. You know what I mean? But I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's good. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you like it. If you don't like it, love it. If you don't love it, you will love it. And if you don't, just dislike the video, innit? You know, like that. And you know what I mean? Don't let the door hit you on the way out and all that. But big up to everyone in the chat. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's good. Take care of themselves. Mental health check, physical health check. Make sure you're good. Make sure you're hydrated. It's SummerSlam. It's that time. And yeah, man, I'm on positive vibes because why not? Although by the time I get into this review, I probably won't be on positive vibes and all that stuff. But it's live, man. Big up Anna in the chat. Big up Morris, obviously. Had to big up the mods first and that crowd control. You already know the vibes and that, bruv. Trusted and true and that. Big up Zach. Hope you're well, brother. You get me? Big up Cabral Blood. I hope you're well, man. From Wales and that. You know, like, are I Gav? Are I Stace? You know, like that, bruv. Say, yeah, Wales and that. Come on, Cardiff and that. Yeah. Anywho. Get to the comments early, and then we'll get straight into the into what's going on. I hear Morris talking about Unreal. I don't really want to get into it. You told me you weren't watching it. You lied, so that's fine. But I hear it. Can I just say before getting into anything, if you don't want much spoiled for WWE Unreal, don't so. I don't even know who that. I don't know what. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest, bro. But yeah, as I said, for the people that ain't watched it, I'm not going to speak about anything else in it because they might be coming in this with watching episode 1 and they're excited to watch the rest of it. So yeah, hopefully everyone who enjoys WWE Unreal enjoy the show. That's what it's there for. It's not really my thing like that. You get me? It's sad because I love documentaries and stuff like that, and it's very hard to avoid most of it because the clips have been out there. There's basically the amount of clips that are being released through social media. You're getting whole episodes just through clips and big talking points and all that stuff, which I get. And I guess as my job online, I should be doing reviews and such of it, but I don't really care to be honest. I think I've spoken enough about everything that's going on, and yeah, I mean. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it my own time. I told you already. They sent me episode 1 and 2. I locked them in. They wanted me. Yeah, I mean, I think they know what they're doing with content creators, and they send it so you could do a review of it, bro. But the problem is with me, I'm not gonna just report back positive reviews if I don't like something. So, and the thing is, I'm slightly biased as well for the fact that I don't really like the revealing of everything of the magic tricks and that. I don't really. I think it's too much, man. They've revealed too much, and I thought after some of the things in the first episode, maybe it's not as bad. Yeah, I'm not trying to see how I mean, I don't go to restaurants and that and then tell the chef to chef, show me the kitchen and that, bro. I'm not trying to see that, bro. Just make me some good food, you get me? So, I hear it, Anna. Anywho, we are here for the SummerSlam prediction show, night 1. And I'm not excited for SummerSlam, but I do like the watch parties that we do on the PLE days. I do like that. I do like sharing a space with like-minded people. All of us are watching the exact same thing at the same time and getting live reactions from everyone. I do enjoy that part of it. The shows themselves, it's a bit skewed in the moment because in the moment I'm so like, like that. If you've already put yourself in a position where you have to stay up late and work and do stuff and that, you might as well try and enjoy it as much as you can, which is what I did at SummerSlam. Probably the reason why one was doing the watch along at SummerSlam, I didn't sound as negative. But then obviously when I did the review the day after, I was like, okay, when I put it all together, this wasn't good. And I was like, oh, damn, this wasn't really a good WrestleMania. And then I realized that this is one of the WrestleManias the only times of it, where while there's been discourse online that in totality a lot of people didn't like it, whereas everyone else is doing this nostalgia thing where they start looking back to previous WrestleManias. I remember when that shit WrestleMania. I try not to be like that because it skews people's arguments, and I don't like having conversations with people like that either. Like, oh, this WrestleMania was shit, and I'm like, yeah, but when you was a kid watching it, didn't you enjoy it or not? You know what I mean? Like, there's two different versions of watching it when you're an adult and watching it when you're a child. So it's like that with the wrestling generation in the 90s, where some of the wrestlers I didn't care for when I was a kid, but a lot of the wrestlers, now I'm older and I know that they're all like job titles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's a bit crazy still. But at the time, I ain't lie, bro. I like doing bro, just letting man know, bro. I like doing the clown, bro. Kind of. I was scared of clowns in it, but the episode that I had with the clown didn't happen till then, so I thought Doink the Clown was cool and that. And I used to like the match between, like, was it Doink and Dink and all that versus Jerry Lawler's Little People. I enjoyed that shit as a kid. Why not? I'm a child, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. So it's a little bit different. And I guess that's the reason why when we see people in the arenas now losing their mind and singing the songs, when the camera goes to little kids, I don't really begrudge the little kids for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you're a child, bro, and your mind's different, and you still have imagination, and you still can suspend the disbelief and all that. Well, unless you got social media and they ruin it for you, or they throw a Netflix documentary in your face, what ruins it? But it is what it is. Anywho, if anyone has anything to get off the chest before we get started, let's go. I hope everyone's well, though. You know what I mean? I always have to check up on the team to make sure everyone's good, because you don't want to just be here trying to enjoy wrestling and someone's out here suffering. So if you don't want to let me know on the stream, let me know after or DM me. But yeah, let's get to night one. So we're not here for a long time. The schedule for this week is a bit mad. So one thing I can say is the days when I'm going to be streaming. The times are a little bit off. The schedule up for this prediction show, tomorrow's prediction show's up already. That is the only one what could change based on how my day goes. But apart from that, yeah, the watch-alongs, obviously, they're going to be at the right time because we have to watch it. So 10 to 11, 10:50 UK time, I think 5:50 Eastern Standard. So you lot can do all of that. And then what I'll do is I'll save the thumbnail for the Aftermath show when the show's done, because obviously I'm going to use whatever happened in the show as a thumbnail. And then we'll probably do that Monday. It makes sense on it because with 2 nights Summerslam Saturday. So yeah, man, we're good live every day now, from now Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then we'll probably do Tuesday as well, to be honest. But yeah, up until now, we're live every day. So good, man. Good stuff. Morris said there's 2 things or 2 people I hated seeing that has ruined everything the next time I see them on screen together. But that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I like, but listen, it's not spoilers anyway because you're not saying anything. But I'm just saying that, like, there's probably a clip that's going around now that everybody's seen already, which I saw a week ago when they sent me the 2 episodes. And when I mean, like, piss on kayfabe, I'm talking like that stuff that put it this way, that stuff like the Wyatt Six did when they debuted, and then they went to like Carl Jr. Burger or Whataburger or something and took a picture with all the makeup off with the staff. That pissed me off so much at the time because that episode of Raw was actually good when they debuted. That right there is everything now. Like, that is it. So I know Morris is the same. I know, Anna, you seem to be the same as well. Obviously, the stuff where you've had to move with the times. So because let's be honest, you can't live in complete kayfabe. That it wouldn't make any sense, would it? You'd might as well delete your Instagram, delete your YouTube, delete Face, delete everything, because you're not going to. But there's certain things where it's like for example, see people like Undertaker, who bathed in that character for years, like 3 decades. He's running around like telling his stories and now the one dead man show and all that stuff. I can choose not to go to the One Dead Man show. He's such a legend and he's retired that it's like, at least he's not giving away the magic while it's still going. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff that I don't want to know from Undertaker you know what I mean? I don't want to, if I've got certain memories of being a kid, I don't want to know how you was buried alive in it. Like, just let me have the memory of, as a kid, you died in it. And then as an adult, you weren't dead. And American Badass and the Dead Man are two different people to me. So stuff like that. Like, there's something that I always ask people. Oh, I'd love to know how they hung Big Boss Man. I actually don't want you to give me the answer. That's just me saying it out loud. Because to this day, when they hung Boss Man after Hell in a Cell, I don't get it. Because it was him. It wasn't a dummy. I don't get it. So I actually don't want to know how the trick's done. If you jump off something and land on something, I don't want to see, the reason why you didn't get hurt. Just leave it. Now, when it's I think I watched the WWE documentary after after the year before's WrestleMania. No, last year's WrestleMania with The Rock and stuff like that. Because it came on while we did the show, we did the press conference, and it just came on. And it was The Rock and Triple H and Cody talking about, how they're going to make the match and all that stuff. One thing I do like, and listen, don't get me wrong, you're probably going to prove me wrong now, but is Roman Reigns doesn't seem to want to be a part of that stuff. I know there's parts that he's going to have to be involved in because you got a contract, but he doesn't seem to want to be in that stuff. The most we've got is Stephanie's Places where we had the whole family on a boat. I could kind of deal with that. But everything else, it is what it is. Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that about what's going on with you and that. So hopefully you can spend some time trying to rest and relax, get yourself sorted, and then yeah, man, try and enjoy it. Hopefully they do a good job for SummerSlam. Overview of SummerSlam before we get into night one prediction. There's a few things on SummerSlam because I believe that up until now, I think we've got 6 matches each night. Funny enough, I actually think 6 matches is about perfect. Although I know there's going to be people that I've seen that have been left off the card already. They're probably going to end up having a match on SummerSlam. I mean, on SmackDown. But my point is, I think 6 matches is a good amount. As long as the pacing for the show is good. If they're just going to throw like ads in between everything, then it's a bit shit. But I think 6 matches are good. That's, you know what I mean? That's all like 2 an hour. But obviously with the main event, that normally takes up about 45 minutes, 50 minutes of the show anyway. So I don't mind it. I think that's a decent way to do it. Then you'll end up finishing about 3:15 UK time, and wherever you are in the world after 11 or whatever like that. Because it's 2 nights. There's no need to have some 4-hour, 5-hour show both nights. Not to mention the kickoff show is 3 hours both nights as well. That's a lot of time. And you've got SmackDown. Depending on where you are in the world, like for us, we get SmackDown, and it's technically the same day. They're in the same day. We see it in the same day. So, yeah, don't think we need to do that. Anna said exactly, I don't want to see Unreal. I don't need to see the wizards behind the curtain. Like watching behind the scenes, your favorite action film. Sometimes I want to question a little bit. Yeah, like for me, like you see movies and stuff, they started to throw stuff in DVDs, but I like at least can I have a bit of time to like I need to bask in what's happened, man. That's why I didn't like when The Rock. Like, obviously, I love The Rock, man, but I hated when he turned up on Netflix and just started being nice to Cody. I'm like, there's actually not a need because you're not interacting. He's in the crowd, you're in the ring. You could have just ignored him. So I get it. But yeah, like I was saying, the overview of SummerSlam for me, on paper, there's a lot of matches that look like they could be good. But if you've watched wrestling every week and you're not a casual fan, you're watch it locked in every week, you'll realize very quick that, yeah, but we know the stories behind this, and we know the methods behind Paul Levesque. We kind of, when you get to know somebody, even though we don't know him in real life, when you get to know somebody enough, you can piece together their character and what they're doing. So we know about the Triple H brawls, we know about the street fights, we know about tag team main events. You know what I mean? We know that he can't book champions very well. We know he can't book big guys very well, and he can't book heels very well. We know all those things. Like at this point, we've got a sample size of why he can't do certain things. What I know he can do is if he can book for indie fans, and I'm a fan of indies, but I'm not like a soul super kick party and hot strong styles. Like I need stories, and as people will see that watching. People who are going to go watch Unreal, you'll find out very quick that everything that we've said on this channel over the year is probably going to be vindicated. And I don't want everyone to say, oh, you was right, Savage, just don't talk to me. because I knew this was bullshit from the beginning. Need time to digest the magic that's been given. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. That just let me live in it. Like I give examples all the time, but if I'm watching Avengers Endgame, Tony Stark dies, and then he has a funeral, then the movie's done after like 5 minutes after that. I don't need, unless I'm in the premiere when he's already there, I don't need Robert Downey Jr. to walk out while everyone's all teary and shit. Aunt May died. I don't need her walking out like, hey, kid, I'm not dead. Premiere's different, but we get it. So let's get into the first match. Let's go Karrion Kross versus Samuel Zayn. This is the rubber match. They've had 2 matches back to back. One person, well, both of them have picked up a victory each time. I think a lot of us would have been happy with Karrion winning in Saudi Arabia and moving on from there. I think we're all of the opinion now that it doesn't really hurt Sami Zayn to lose matches. Obviously, if he goes on some stupid losing streak, but I don't know why they've turned him into Super Sami, considering before he was part of the bloodline, he was losing all the time. He was losing to Johnny Knoxville and Wee Man and Party Boy. Like he was. So, and I don't want him to go back to that, but why are they acting like he doesn't have a past of losing matches? So, if you're trying to push Karrion, him losing or beating Sami, even if he cheats to beat him as a heel, there's no harm to Sami. It just adds to his character that he's the defiant one. He's the one who wants to beat the odds. He's the Rocky of the WWE, and he'll find a way to get there. Because honestly, the way that I see Sami speaking at the moment with Karrion, it almost feels like he's going to beat Karrion at SummerSlam, and going into Royal Rumble 2026, Sami's going to be the favorite to win. I'm being deadly serious, by the way. It's going to be Sami or CM Punk. That's how I feel at the moment. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but you know what I mean. Would be different if they went with someone like Bron Breakker or something like that, and then Seth goes and wins the title, and then Bron wants Seth's title. That would make a lot more sense for a story. The only way. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say. Anna said the same thing. The only way I was gonna say, I'm not even caught because I was just gonna say the only way I can have Sami winning this match is if he takes that metal pole out and hits Karrion with it and beats the crap out of him. Because then Karrion would have got what he wanted. I don't think he particularly wants to beat Sami Zayn. He doesn't care about the win. He cares about exposing Sami for who he really is. Whether we think he really is or not, which is funny because Sami's trying to deny this all this stuff, and we're like, brother, you're part of the bloodline for ages. What are you talking about? It's like the biggest heel faction on the roster. So for me, I kind of go with that. Like Sami should only win by I don't want to say the full heel turn, but a darker side of Sami. On the other hand, Karrion Kross should just win on it and move on from there and go on to bigger and better things. But one, I can't trust them to do anything after he wins to book him in any way. This is the rubber match, so they probably should have done something with it, like a gimmick type match, a last man standing or something like that. That's probably what they should have go with. And then you've got the little I don't know. You gotta get that one out there, man. So put the person you think is going to win in the chat. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to. It's easy for me to just say Sami's going to win because I just really believe Sami's going to win. But yeah, I know that's a good point. You know what? I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to win due to a disqualification. I think Sami is going to snap. Big up Bonkers. I think Sami's going to snap. I don't think it's going to be in the way that he low blows him or something like that. I think he might. Scarlett might hand Karrion the metal pipe. I think Karrion will hold it, or Sami will see it and grab it off Scarlett. And I think Karrion might be on some like, yo, go on, hit me with it. Go on, hit me. after he's already done dirty tactics in the match, which means Sammy will go, yeah, this is the only way I'm going to get him out of here, take him out, and yeah, do that. Which is weird because it's similar to what Cody's been doing with John Cena with the title. You know what I mean? John Cena was kind of like, yeah, hit me with the title. He wouldn't. But yeah, I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to win by disqualification. If none of this stuff happens that we're predicting and Sammy just wins the match clean, then I expect to see Karrion Kross in AEW or TNA by Christmas. I digress. Big up to everyone in the chat. Sammy, yeah. I hope he doesn't go home thinking, but moving on from there, we have the tag team match, the celebrity tag team match, because let's be honest, there's no title on the line. This actually means nothing and it's not needed. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Big up bonkers every time. This feels like one of those matches that it's underwhelming that they put it together. I don't like celebrity matches all the time being in there. But then Jelly Roll's going to do something that's going to shock me. And then I'm like, oh my God, Jelly Roll done a frog splash. I really believe that. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been wrong before. I wasn't rude about Bad Bunny, but I was a bit like Bad Bunny in the ring. Are you like being serious? And Bad Bunny was amazing. So, and I guess Logan Paul was a social influencer as well, and he's been in the ring and he's been good in the ring too. But this match stinks of, we have no creative for these stars. Let's throw them in a match. Now, just before I get into this match, because I've been saying it all week and I didn't end up doing a single video on it, there was a point I was getting in the week that this should let you know where the creative minds are. Just listen to this on it. Don't be just listen to the people on it. Okay. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre are top guys in the company. They should be anyway. They're top guys. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte are top women in the company. Yeah. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are top people in the company. That's six of your superstars in tag teams. On night 2, is there any more? I think that's it. Yeah. So over this course, there's matches there that could have been made. There's intercontinental title matches where you got AJ and Dominic. That could have been moved into something else and had more. You hear what I'm saying? Like, you've got 6 of your superstars, and somehow you can't find something proper to do with Charlotte, Alexa, Roman, Jay, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. Okay? Because let's be honest, if you wanted a celebrity match, you could have put Logan versus Jelly Roll. Forget if we want it or not. I'd rather see Logan versus Jelly Roll than Logan and Drew versus Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. Especially with the whole story is Logan saying we don't want outsiders in our company, and everyone's just going along with it somehow. Because let's be honest, we don't even know the reason why Randy was protecting Jelly Roll. He just decided to be there because he likes his song. Anna said she didn't need this match. I have no idea. Orton has been coming. Yep. Still waiting for Randy to snap back into the Legend Killer. This match does not link. I think it's over. I think it's done. Because we saw the last Randy we had in the last few matches. We saw him looking to punt somebody. He's gone back to being like Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, where he's just happy again. No disrespect to Randy. I'm sure you want to enjoy your career and that, but we don't like happy Randy, bro. Big up ends. We don't like that Randy Orton, man. It doesn't serve us as fans, bro. Ever. It never has. You're a heel, bro. Or you're a tweener, bro. It's always been like that. So, good luck trying to... I can't even think... Bro, I'm being serious. I can't even think of a babyface Randy that I liked. It's not good. It's not good at all. But, guys, in the chat, put the people you think's going to win this match. I'm gonna go for Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, and yeah, which is shit because it means that Drew McIntyre's gonna lose another match, man. I'll be. Listen, I was a fan of Drew in NXT. I liked him. He was heel when he came onto the main roster with Shane McMahon for a bit when he was going against Roman in the Shield and all that stuff. Then he was a babyface for COVID, and I didn't like babyface Drew McIntyre. Big up, son. I didn't like babyface Drew McIntyre. And then we got this McIntyre, which I like, but he just keeps losing. So if I'm saying who I want to win, I prefer Drew to win. But I think that Jelly Roll and I can't see Jelly Roll losing. Anna said it's got to be the face. It's bad news for Drew going forward. He's in that I don't know what to call it. I don't know what name you'd give it, but he's in that role where he's safe in his job all the time. But because he's safe, they utilize him however they want. They do the same thing with Sammy. It's like, just do whatever with them, innit? I don't know. It's crazy. Bill Deontay says no one is a bigger babyface than Rey Mysterio. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the hell you're talking about because we're talking about SummerSlam with no Rey Mysterio, so I don't know. That seems very random, but I hear it. Although, I guess so. I guess you could use that as the biggest. I think at the moment Cody's the biggest babyface. But I do get your point. The reason why I think Cody's the biggest babyface because he panders to the kids and that as well, isn't it? So yeah, man. But big up Deontay though. Purgatory, yeah. That's it, man. That's it. That's the one. Moving on from that match that nobody. You know what? Now I'm reading out these matches. It's actually women's tag team championship match. The Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the champions, take on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair for the titles. This one's interesting only because Charlotte and Alexa haven't been tag teams for that long. If they were for a longer period of time, I wouldn't be. I can't lie. This doesn't make any sense. Raquel and Roxanne Perez have had one title defense, I think. They've had two title defenses. They had the first one, which was the Fatal 4-Way. And then the second one was against Lyra and Bayley. What is the point? Like, what was the point of building up a story just for them to lose the title? On the other hand, they're not going to split up Charlotte and Alexa yet and have some dissension there between the group. So if they're not going to have that, then them losing, what does it do? Unless Roxanne and Raquel cheat. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain here. Because I don't like this story. Because I can see that, like, you can possibly be in a place where all the Judgment Day lose their belts, and that's what I'm thinking. AJ could beat Dom. These two can lose their titles, and Finn and Thingy can lose their titles as well. But I'm actually going to go with Roxanne and Raquel. You know, I think they're going to win. I think they're going to cheat to win. I don't think I don't know about Liv Morgan's injury, but I don't think they should be using anything to do with Liv Morgan right now because they're kind of only hinting at stuff backstage. I think Liv comes back either when they lose the title and then she's mad at Roxanne for losing her title, or something happens with Dom. But realistically, just bring her back at the Royal Rumble, innit? Maybe smart thing to do. Liv Morgan. There's a lot of time. 4 months left of the year. Jesus, only 4 months. August tomorrow. You could bring Liv back at the Royal Rumble, but in the final four, and Raquel's one of the people and Roxanne's one of the people. That would be kind of cool. I know that Roxanne got to the end. Roxanne was the last one in the Royal Rumble this year, isn't it? With Charlotte. So there is beef there. This is what I'm saying about WWE. They haven't done what I've just done at all. They haven't mentioned the fact that Charlotte kicked Roxanne Perez out of the Royal Rumble to win the Royal Rumble. Add that flavor in there, man. Add it. But I'm going to go with Raquel and Roxanne to win by cheating. So, yeah, I think maybe Dom will get involved or something like that. Because if I'm correct, isn't Dom's match on night 2? Yep, Dom's match is on night 2, so it's very possible that he can get involved in this match. Morrissey don't think Roxanne and Raquel lose. Bonk says Alexa and Charlotte for the win. Flair Bliss, I could see winning, but I hope they don't. Roxanne and Raquel. They'll probably talk about it in that countdown to kickoff. Yeah, maybe, or maybe they won't do anything. Trust me, I won't find out because I ain't watching no damn 3-hour kickoff show. But yeah, I'm going to go with them two to retain the title. I just feel like you can carry on building Alexa and Charlotte's story because they've lost already. They lost already in at the last pay-per-view. So them losing again isn't a big deal as long as they don't lose clean. If they lose clean, then you're going to have that weird thing where it's like the person who got pinned is going to start getting blamed, and then you're going to have this weird thing where they're going to tease that Charlotte's going to turn heel, and that's stupid. They could do it the other way eventually if they wanted and have Alexa do, but let's not do that yet, man. This group's just started. You know what I mean? They've been together like a month. So let's not mess around WWE. So I'm going to go with Judgment Day to keep the belt there. Moving on from there, we have the... Obviously, this is in no particular order, so I've just got it in what I've got written down here, but we're going to go the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton, the champion, takes on Jade Cargill. This is a match that... Well, first of all, this match has been built simply because Jade won the Queen of the Ring. So there's no story there at all. And they haven't even built a story over the weeks on top of that. If anything, Tiffany came down to save Jade on SmackDown last week for no reason. At least if Tiffany came out, saved Jade, took the microphone and said the reason why she should have, because she's been doing like weird stuff. She's a babyface, but then when she won a match at whatever the last pay-per-view was, Saudi Arabia, she's doing pulling faces and that. I'm just saying, innit? This doesn't make sense. She should have took the microphone, and what she should have said is, I know a lot of people are wondering why I've come to save Jade, but the reason why is because I know Jade thinks she's the best. I know she thinks she's a superior athlete, and I think I'm the one. And I want you to be your 100% when I fight you at SummerSlam, only because that's something what a babyface would do. I can't lie. This stinks either way. Both women, and I don't have to explain this every time. I like both women, but they both have flaws in their game, innit? They both have flaws in their game. Jade doesn't seem to have connected with the crowd yet. She's getting better. Like, she's better in ring some matches, and then some matches look sloppy, but she doesn't seem to have a proper connection with the crowd yet. They cheer her. They love her entrance. They love when she poses in the ring and stuff like that. But when she got to promo, man, them are trying to sleep on that because it all sounds like, which I'm 100% sure has happened, they've handed her a script and said, read this for your promo. This isn't... Jade doesn't talk like this. I watched AEW, and on AEW, she was fine speaking because she was being herself. So she's a powerhouse. She's going against somebody who is like a proper athlete, and you don't really want a long match. Now, the saving grace is her WrestleMania match with Naomi was really good. So I think if she's in the ring with somebody like Tiffany, they might be able to get the best out of each other. I think it's too early to put the title on Jade, but also that I'm only thinking that because the way they've pushed her has been terrible. And I don't really need Jade winning the title directly after Naomi won the title like 7 weeks ago, something like that. You know what I mean? So keep the title on Tiffany. We've still got Clash in Paris to go. I don't think she needs to win at SummerSlam. Tiffany's actually had, since she's got rid of Nia, and obviously she beat Charlotte at WrestleMania, she beat Trish Stratus in her last match. So she's beating the best people. I think. Oh yeah, okay, and I hear it. You're feeling the same. I think you keep the title on Tiffany. To be honest, we just keep Tiffany time. We just keep that running for a little bit more, and let Jade. They have to build Jade's character up properly, man. But yeah, and I said I can see them putting the title on Jade. I don't think she's ready, but put that in any match to Michael promo. I agree. She's getting better in the ring, but she couldn't carry somebody else in the ring yet. Morris said I think Tiffany should keep the belt unless Jade has got her slip up fixed in the ring now. Then sure she can win the title, but she can't be champion and still be making rookie mistakes. Yeah, Could say the same thing for Eoblet, but hey, I digress. The reason why Jade's struggling is because the way they built her character from AEW till now is she's a powerhouse in it. So she gets her matches done very quick. It's a few power bombs, that big kick, the Jaded, a body slam. The match should be over very quick and a few clotheslines. The way Triple H has booked this roster, because he's booked it where the stories are the background and the moves and stuff are the main focus. But then it's no good for people like her, and it's no good for. It's not the only people who can cope in that kind of thing is people like Roman and Punk, and everyone else is like, yeah, your moves are everything. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll go Tiffy on that one anyway. Big up Gary, hope you're well, bro. Late for the belt, Jade will win the belt. Yeah, man. Listen, if she wins, I'm happy for her. I just feel like it's gonna be a I don't want to say transitional champ, but I think it's gonna be a bit dead. Like once she gets that belt, nothing good's gonna happen after it for a while, and she'll just lose it by the time we get to the end of the year or something like that. But we'll see. I have faith in them. I have faith in both women, to be fair, man. Hopefully they're working on their craft. Anna's right. That's the key thing there, Anna. That's the key thing you've just said there. You can see the wheels turning. If she goes with her instinct in the ring, she'll be way better. But I can see the stuttering before she's about to do a kick, a stutter before I've thrown this person for an Irish whip. They're coming back at me. It should be a fluid motion, but it's almost like they get here, then I pick her up, then I do the move. So, yeah. Anyway, again, I don't want to come across like I'm hating on them. I really don't. And I think I'll probably come across that about Tiffany a few times, but that's because I just feel like promo work's more important than in-ring stuff. As long as you can keep someone safe in the ring, the promo stuff is more important because you can just sell yourself. How do you think, bro? Like does any of you like care about LA Knight's moves? His moves are decent, but nobody cares about his moves, bro. You just go in the ring and do your thing, bro. Yeah, man. Big up Jade has no rhythm, that's true. She still needs to get her selling too when it comes to kick. It's funny, isn't it? Because she doesn't sell the kicks to the stomach properly, but if you do a powerful move to her, she's flat out. Like she sells that perfect. So anyway, I'm hoping the best for both women. So let's see what happens. Moving on from there, we've got 2 matches left to do on this preview. You know what? Let me give Gunter and CM Punk some respect in that. So let's go tag team match. I can't believe I'm saying this at SummerSlam. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening at all. At least if there was a tag team title on the line. But hey, way to book your best stars on it. Roman Reigns and Jay, I was champion 4 weeks ago, Uso, versus Braun the Future Breaker and Bronson, I'll take your trainers, Reed, bro. I'm going to be quick on this one. Big up Universe. I'm going to be quick on this one and let you run with it. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso win this match. That's it. I don't need to talk about it anymore. I don't care how. All I hope is that Roman beats the shit out of Bronson Reed for taking his trainers. But I don't need to talk about how this ends, why it ends, what it affects, what happens going forward. I don't care, bro. I don't understand why my guy Roman is in a tag team match. And I don't understand why my guy Jay, who was just champion, is in a tag team match if it ain't his brother. You not realize that over the last couple of years, he was in loads of tag team matches with Cody. He was the champion. You know what I mean? That's not true. Roman's not leaving. And why would it matter if they win? Like, I don't get it. Jay's not leaving. If that's the case, if you think Roman's leaving, what difference would it make? Jay's there. Roman and Cody both have to go at some point to go and shoot their movie. But we're not doing it like that. You know what I mean? If this, why? Yeah, this. Okay, why? You know when Morris, you know when I just started this thing and I said, what match was I talking about, Joshua? Oh, I said I'd rather have Jelly Roll versus Logan. I swear to you, bro, we don't need to see Jay and Braun Breaker ever again at this point because we've seen them fight loads of times on Raw. We've seen them both go with the United States title or Intercontinental title at the time. Intercontinental. We've seen them go there. I don't need to see Jay versus Braun Breaker. I don't need to see Sammy versus Braun Breaker. I don't need to see Jay versus Bronson Reed again. And and I don't need any of that. Okay, I don't need any of that at all. I would much prefer a build Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker. You know what? I'm even gonna say this because I love Roman, innit? If you want to build a big star in Braun Breaker, put him in a singles match against Roman, innit? Only two things happen. He beats Roman and he gets him over because it's Roman Reigns and he doesn't lose many matches. And before anyone says he does, he actually doesn't. And then if he loses to Roman, you lost to Roman Reigns, bro. But if you destroy Roman in the match and Roman just about beats you and stuff like that, and then Roman can sell anything where he's got that look on his face like, bro, I struggled in this match. This geezer's the truth. Hey, then you know what I mean? Roman versus Braun makes perfect sense, bro. And then you know what? Even if something happened, you could have ran it back at Clash at the Castle or Clash in Paris, Clash at the Eiffel Tower, Clash fucking on a baguette. I don't know, bro. Or you should have just had this match between them two at Clash in Paris, and you should have built up to something different now. But I'm gonna just go with the fact that it feels like they brought Roman into this because Seth got injured. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Universal, big up on that, bro. No disrespect to that, but you're coming in here with like just random comments and that about stuff that you possibly know, but you don't actually know. And we're not gonna run the show off previews based on you saying that he's not gonna be there or this person's contract's done on that, because it'll just ruin the whole thing that we're doing. And it like you might as well. That's what they're doing on Unreal, isn't it? Like it's pointless. So no disrespect in that, but you can't ask because like when would it happen if Roman's isn't there? I don't know. I'm just saying that. Just let's converse and go through the months and the weeks of SmackDown and Raw and all that stuff and all that. Because even with the fact that Roman and Cody's got to shoot a movie, I did like there was a point in our lives where people would just get written off TV and we wouldn't even know why until we saw the movie come out. Now everyone knows everything and that. So then I don't want stuff telegraphed in it. Obviously, we'll get to night 2 tomorrow. So I'm already thinking that, certain things are going to happen with certain people. But it's the same with John Cena. I like the fact that everyone assumes that John Cena is going to lose his title on his last match. I like the fact that we don't know. Because John Cena could win. He could keep. He said he's leaving in December. He didn't say like what day in December he's leaving. After Saturday Night Main Event in December, there's still Monday Night Raw. And if I'm correct, I think if Saturday Night Main Event is in Boston, they could just keep Raw in Boston as well. Then John Cena could relinquish his title. He could win that Saturday Night Main Event and then go on to Monday Night Raw, have some kind of converse, and then lose his title on Raw and leave. Who knows? So, yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, like I said, and I get it. There's no story. Like the story at the moment is that. See, I'm being deadly serious. Roman Reigns got robbed. He got robbed of his Jordans, and you know what's going to happen? Bet you any money this is going to happen. When this match starts, I'm telling you, bro, Bronson Reed is going to have them Jordans around his neck, bro. He's going to have them draped around his neck, bro, like a towel, bro. I was going to say he's going to have them on, but I don't think he can wrestle in Jordans. He needs the wrestling boots on. I think he's gonna come out with them. Or Paul Heyman's going to come out with a briefcase and then trainers hung over the top of it. So just knowing it, that's what's going to happen. Morrison relinquish in the first segment and then have the battle royal to determine the new champion in the main event. That would be a great idea. Haven't had that in a minute. Yeah. And then the person you have win the title is somebody random. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a point to say, let John Cena do the honors on the way out and put somebody over and that person go forward. That is the best way to do it. The problem is, I don't see anybody at the moment. And another problem is, if John Cena is going to win as a heel on his last match, and then do the stupid babyface thing after and shake a man's hand and give him a hug and then take the mic, because he's obviously going to talk after he leaves, and then start talking, oh, this person's the future of the company. If he does that, I will lose my shit, bro. I will lose my shit. So let's not do that. Deontay said, I don't have a problem with Roman Reigns and Jay teaming up. His first time. Set up Punk. How does I get what you're saying, but how does Roman and Jay set up Punk versus Roman? Because they have nothing to do with each other. Also, Roman and Punk is a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, Morris, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, they're not exclusive to each other because Roman, clearly his beef with Punk ain't proper beef, and it didn't help him out the other day, but it didn't hurt him. He came out to say Jay, so. But yeah, it's a shame. I don't think I've ever got through a Roman Reigns prediction on a match that quick in my life, but sadly I don't care. But I will care when he comes out because Roman, and I like Jay. I like everyone in the match, to be fair. I just feel like they could build it a little bit different. Maybe Paul Heyman gets involved, who knows? Anyway, moving on to the last and final match, the sixth match of the night. We have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Gunther versus CM Punk. Is it time? Is it time? Is it the summer of Punk? Are we finally getting CM Punk, Chip Magnet Punk, Cookie Monster Punk, Chicago-made Punk? Are we finally getting a CM Punk win on night one, which we all know night one is not a main event. They can keep telling us that night one's main event is shit, but it ain't. But all right. Co-main events and night ones are the stupidest thing I've ever heard, bro. The main event is the last match, bro. Let's not be silly here. Bonkers is thinking what I'm thinking, bro. Bonkers is thinking exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like Seth is gonna cash in, bro. On Punk though, he ain't gonna make it a triple threat match. I feel like Gunther is gonna lose the match, which is actually really bad for his character because he only just won the title back. I hope everyone remembers that. So the only thing I'm gonna say about Seth is I'm not 100% sure that he's not injured. I just think it's very possible. I saw him on crutches. With his daughter. And I don't think... I want to say that Seth's actually injured because I even watched the podcast with Paul Heyman talking about it. And he didn't sound insincere. He did sound like Seth's actually injured. But the wrestling brain in me says Seth Rollins going to cash in. And obviously considering his famous cash in before, where it kind of shocked us. But I'm going to leave that out of the way. I don't know about this match, man. I don't know if it's like... The thing is, who is recording Man on those crutches? Becky. It wasn't like a proper film thing. It was Instagram story. That's what it was. I mean, you say that WWE could pull off something here where, because he's not in a wheelchair, but he could still walk down to the... Like, man, I'm forgetting that Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker are fighting on the same show on the same night, bro. They could easily beat the brakes off CM Punk. They could beat the brakes off him. Gunther's not going to help CM Punk. They could beat the shit out of him, and then Seth could cash in easily, even on crutches. In fact, it'll be the most heelish move you could possibly do, Seth being on crutches and cashing in. There is also the other possibility of they do try to get Seth to cash in, and Roman comes out, not to help Punk, but to stop Seth, kicks his crutches away, spear. There's a very possibility, based on what happens in the Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker match. But away from that, and away from Roman stuff, we're going to give CM Punk and Gunther the respect. I do believe... Are you not taking a piss? How did he cash in on crutches? What? Talking about? That's like saying, how does he get in bed? Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker beat the shit out of CM Punk, tsunamis and spears. They put him in the ring Seth comes down to the ring on crutches, rolls in the ring, pins him, rolls back out, and leaves with the crutches. The fuck are you not talking about? You're acting like people are like paralyzed on crutches. Bro, come on, man. Big up on me. Anyway, I'm gonna have to let you lot know this, innit? I'm here for the summer of Punk. I'm here for the. I do feel like they've treated Punk pretty bad since he's been back in the WWE. Like, it feels like they've mugged him off. I feel like Triple H still got an issue with him, to be honest. But you can give him hugs all you like, bro. But since he's been back, he ain't won shit. And he came back at Survivor Series War Game, bro. That was a long time ago. I'm gonna say, this sounds mad, isn't it? I'm gonna say Gunther's gonna win. I'm being serious, bro, because I don't understand how Gunther can. What date was WrestleMania? April, isn't it? The 26th or something like that. April, May, June, July. Okay, August, because it's gonna be the 1st of August. Are you telling me that within a month, Gunther lost his title and won it back, and then lost it again? Like, so he's April, win your title back. No, lose your title at WrestleMania. May, have the title. June, no, I'm confused as shit. Yeah, June, win your title back. Because Jay had it for 50 days, didn't he? So June, win your title back. And then August, lose your title again. Excuse me? I don't. Have you not thought about this? Have you not thought about the fact that if Gunther loses, this is taking the piss, bro? Not to mention, he tapped out in 8 seconds, bro. To Jay. I don't know, man. I'm going to go for Gunther for the win and CM Punk to win at Clash in Paris, bro. Just because at least it's an extra few weeks on it. Oh, yeah, and we did speak about that. It's definitely Pete. 100%. There's no getting away from it. We're no getting away from it. The problem is I don't actually think they're ever going to unmask him as Pete, though. I think they're just going to keep them in the Lucha mask. They should just change it every week. I told you this. They should put R-Truth in it next week. Mark Henry the week after. There should be a Moss the week after that. Yeah, man. I'm here for it. I told you about my dream of the match, the Spider-Man point. I'm waiting for in the ring. I'm waiting for it. Anyway. 5 minutes left of this stream, and we have got to the end of that. That was the preview, the prediction show for night 1. I'm thinking Gunther's going to retain his title. Although, you wouldn't put it past the Summer of Punk, would you? Punk winning the belt at a new PLE is crazy work. Yeah, it is. But as I said, by the way Triple H been acting since CM Punk's come back, would you put it... I mean, let's be honest. They made CM Punk... Oh, I'm crying because I won a main event WrestleMania. And then they gave him WrestleMania Night 1 to main event in a match with no title. In a match that he didn't even win. Oh, man. It does tickle me. By the way, also after the crowd back in, what have they done with our... We spoke about this on the stream the other day. It's a wind-up, to be fair, but I don't want to spoil anything for tomorrow's prediction, but spoiler alert, I think that R-Truth's going to be involved in the John Cena match, and it's a street fight, so to have nobody involved wouldn't make any sense. So R-Truth's definitely going to be there. Whether he costs John Cena or not, who knows, but we'll talk about that properly tomorrow. Big up to everyone inside the stream. I hope everyone's good. Anyone who comes and watches later, big up to you guys as well. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves. I'm going to head out now. But obviously, as I spoke at the beginning of the stream for the people that weren't here, we've got a whole weekend of streams up until Tuesday. So, yeah, just watching it. Hit the notification bell, personalize it so you make sure it goes off. But we've got, as you see, Thursday stream, Friday stream, Saturday stream, Sunday stream, Monday stream, Tuesday stream. And then we're back into the following week. So, yeah, man, we're covered. We're covered. So, there'll be, you know what I mean? And for anyone, well, don't even have to tell you like that. Because if anyone looks for reactions and that sometimes, they're on TikTok. That's where they're posted because copyrights are all right over there. So, bit of Bit of a crazy one, but big up to everyone in the chat. Love for the love. You lot go and enjoy the rest of your day. Go and take care of yourself. And yeah, man, I will see you guys when? Tomorrow.